I'm Kyle with Cabot Guns, and I'm going to show you how to clean a Cabot 1911. I'm going to take it apart real quick. If you're not familiar with how to field strip a 1911, we have more detailed videos on that you're welcome to check out. Basically, you just want to field strip the gun. And this is something that you really are going to want to do every time that you go out shooting. The first thing I like to do when you take it apart is get the barrel by itself and put some bore cleaner in there. That way you can set it aside and let the bore cleaner do its thing while you're cleaning the rest of the gun. This is a foaming cleaner, so when you put it down inside the barrel, it'll actually foam up and you can see it come out of the ends, both ends of the barrel. While you have that going, you can get one of your patches and get your preferred solvent. I like this Hops number 9. Smells good and works great. Get some of that on your patch. And then you can wipe down the rails. Now, usually I'll get like a Q-tip or a rail brush to really get in there. This gun is pretty clean. But you know, if you've been doing a lot of shooting or using a lot of dirty ammo, you're definitely going to want to get down in there and scrub some of that off. Scrub your rail, scrub your ramp. And then you'll want to do the same for the slide. Make sure you get some of this on your breech face. You always get a lot of fouling there. Inside your rails, inside the bore of the slide. And on the barrel. So once you have everything else clean, you'll want to get a bore brush out for the appropriate caliber. In this case, we have a 45 ACP. Run your bore brush up the barrel. And you may need to do this a few times depending on how dirty it is. Like I said, this barrel was pretty clean. I'm going to clean the inside of the barrel. And give it a good visual inspection. Make sure that the rifling is nice and clean in there. And wipe down all of the solvent. Once all of the dirt and the solvent has been removed from your rails, it'll be time to re-lubricate it before we put it away. Use your lubricant of choice. This M Pro 7 seems to work well on stainless steel guns. And make sure that you oil the top of your barrel. You want the upper lugs to be oiled, the whole hood to be oiled. I like to put a little on the lower lugs, as well as the bearing surface for the bushing at the end of the barrel. And you're going to want to oil your rails. You don't need to go crazy, but a little more is better than not enough because most of it will just come out of the back of the rails anyway, and you can wipe that up later. I want to make sure you get some oil on your bushing, especially if you cleaned it off. It was extra dirty. And then we also have videos on how to put this back together if what I'm doing here is a little too fast for you. Install your spring. I like to put a little bit of oil on the guide rod. Install your slide stop. Rack it a couple times, make sure everything is put back together nice and smooth, plenty of lubricant, wipe up any excess that comes out of the back of the gun, and now your Cabot 1911 is ready for storage or for another trip to the range.